Hi, I'm Professor Mario Horta. This is one of my head coaches, Alfredo King Corona, pro fighter at 145. Today we're going to be showing you a couple transitions from the guard when you're not able to get the elevator sweep. I'm going to work a transition from triangle, actually a reverse triangle, then to a regular triangle, and then to a Kimura. So I hope you enjoy. At this point, I've got my guard in, and I've broken this guy's posture. I'm using my collar tie to hold him down here and here, and he keeps trying to base up, and I can't really hit a sweep very well. So from this point, what I'm going to do is I want to strategically I want to make sure and hold this elbow in, and I want to shrimp out with my butt out to the left here like this. And I want to keep this tight, and then I want to re-solidify my guard back up. A little bit of either an open guard, or you can close it here. As I do that, I'm going to come over to this right arm here, and I'm going to drop my right elbow in to my thigh, and I'm going to press my knee through here. And I'm going to push a little bit on his hip with my right heel, and keeping my left heel, keeping him down. As I do that, I'm going to reach around this back here, and I'm going to squeeze this out here like this. Now before I go there, when I'm in this position here, what I want to do is, a lot of guys trap the arm this way. What I want you to do is I want you to hook this under and keep this hand here, so you've got something to lock him into, especially when you shrimp. I've noticed from here, guys it's really easy for a guy to pull his elbow out and just get this out of the arm. So I slide my arm in here to lock his armpit in place. I'll drop my left foot, shrimp out this way, and then re-solidify my guard, and then take my right elbow and bring it through here. And I can sometimes push on the hip a little bit if I need a little bit more extra push power. And I'm going to slide this down, grabbing his wrist right here. And then my left hand is pulling his arm, so I'm kind of torquing him like a bow and arrow. By giving him some positive push energy and then retracting it, I'm going to leave myself the space to bring my foot through and bring it over the top here. I'm going to crisscross my feet. I'm going to pinch his head together against his shoulders so that he doesn't have a lot of ability to get some posture back. From here now, what I'm going to do is, since my arm's still tied up on this lock, I'm going to come with a reverse triangle by grabbing here like this. I'm going to bite over, and I'm going to drive my heel kind of into the back of his trap or into his shoulder here, and it's not real fun. It kind of hurts. And I want your foot up here, and I want you to grab here, and I don't want you to grab here. I want you to keep your foot up here. Okay, so now, as he probably doesn't like to get this, he's going to start to posture up on me like this. As he does that, I'm going to open this hip up. I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to start to hit this Kimura Lock right here. Now, a lot of times what guys will do is they'll reach back and they'll grab inside of their shorts or inside of their gi. So I'm going to hook this under here like this, and I'm going to Gable Grip it here, and then I'm going to start to stretch him out. And sometimes the guy will just keep his arm there, and I can just tighten it in here, or I can get the lock here. If I want to, I can hit the Kimura from this position here, or if I keep it here and I crank it, a lot of times this will come out and then come through here. As he stacks me up here, what I'll do is I'll switch positions. I'll re-bite inside of here like this. I'll pull this and trap this into my rib, and then I'm going to hook under here for this arm lock. I'll drop my guard if I need to tighten it, but a lot of guys drop and leave this open. So before you go and do that, what I'd like you to do is grab here, drop, re-tighten, get to the side, then re-bike. Lock this in. I've got this arm lock. I've got this arm lock here, or I've got that there. One more time. I'm in this position here. First thing I want to do is I want to make sure that I've got his posture broken. I'm going to take my left hand, slide it under, so that I've got his armpit. From here, I'm going to drop guard, shrimp out as far as I can, and then I'm going to use my right elbow to push through, and then keep this back on, push on his hip, and then make some torque him like a bow and arrow, where I'm pulling on his armpit with my left, I'm pushing with my right knee. By keeping that there, I'm going to pop through here, and then lock my feet together, putting a lot of pressure between his shoulder and his head. Since my left arm's still tied up, I'm gonna reach up and do a reverse triangle. I'm gonna bite and keep the pressure on his neck. At this point, most of the time the fighter will start to stack up inside of here. I'm gonna use that and turn him. And then I've got a Kimura Lock here, where I can reach down. If he happens to reach in and grab on his gi pants or shorts, I'm just gonna underhook that, Gable Grip, and turn it here. As I hip up, it's gonna move by. I'm gonna trap it in my floating rib here. Now I've got him trapped inside here. What I wanna do then is I want to be able to switch up. If he's still stacking me up here like this, I can use that as a motion to go ahead and pull my leg down inside of here and rebite. I don't want my Achilles to be on his shoulder blade, so I've got to reassess my bite. The way I'm going to go about doing that is I'm going to grab here, I'm going to underhook his arm here to be able to secure pressure. I'm going to scoop, scoop, then rebite. I've got an arm lock here, I've got an arm lock here, or I've got the triangle there. Alfredo Corona, Professor Mario Horta, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.